Who funding that? Y'all got to start following these paper trails.
Look, he just offered them 55 billion. Remember? What's that for?
Mm-hmm. But I'm talking about Port City. How he able to go back and forth over there all the time?
But he don't show his work though. He just keep going off the DNA and you know Yahweh. He smashed him with the DNA like 3 times. He gave him
Mm-hmm.
like 3
Look,
sources
bruh
real
in
quick.
Africa right now. His last video he just posted, he was riding up a river in Africa. He in Africa right now.
I don't know how to
Well,
pronounce your
I
name,
gotta get that
guy in the
story.
comments, but I found that book in the Library of Congress, bro. It's a website you can go to, Library of Congress, and pretty much you can find all type of information, just like old ancient, old information that they pretty much hiding away and tucking away. I wouldn't even say hide
but
it
don't
because
y'all
it's open
flood
to
it,
the
man.
public.
Because if y'all flood it, they gonna see what we on to.
Right, 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 right.
They all want to know.
Hey, somebody
Like that one book
somebody
Daddy
should go
Green was
over
talking about.
there.
They shut it down. I said,
Somebody
look
should go
here.
over to Port City's video. Somebody should go over to Port City's video of him in Africa and tell him to go find one of his ancestors. I want to see if he do it.
I just told him to prove it on his DNA. I said, see, this is how you know they playing with games, and they said it's for entertainment purposes only. So I said, find one of your cousins on there from Africa. I want to see him on your DNA. Show me, because I done played with ancestry before, and it don't ever connect me to no damn people in Africa.
Right, because I'm gonna be real. Because if I was to find, if my shit say the Congo, one of my Africa vacations gonna be to the
He's supposed to
Congo.
have
I'm
a
gonna try to
cousin over
find a
there.
cousin. I'm gonna try to
People ain't
find a
paying
cousin or
attention to
something. You folks don't go nowhere with they say they from, bro. This shit, folks gotta dodge the hijack, man.
y'all from Africa, but yeah, shut your ass up. We provide all sources.
Hey,
We debunked you. That's it. That's all they scream.
hey,
We
let me tell you
debunked
something
you.
about Port City. He put that video saying that y'all done lost your African mind. From right there, he lost. Right there. He assumed that everyone on the planet is fucking African. Right there, I could have tore him apart, but I just played it out smooth because he's a brother. You know what I'm saying? He
Yeah.
Right. I
lost.
mean,
He lost
this
with
is for
natural.
educational. It's for education because I mean he's presenting information that they didn't teach us in school. They indoctrinated us. So we're trying to relearn. We're unlearning to relearn, but they're fighting with the master's
Yeah.
tools.
And he doesn't
His
understand that.
masters.
We have to change their lying narrative because we're telling the truth and people find it so hard to believe because they're super indoctrinated.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, when we think about it, they put that globe in your first grade classroom and pointed it to you and told you this is what the Earth looked like. You know, it started
Yeah.
early.
Started with something small.
Think about it, guys. Earth, a ball. When you look at it, we're walking on a flat ground, but it's a ball. Get the fuck out of here. They're like, you have no perspective of space and how big the Earth is. Get the fuck out of here. I'm walking on a flat Earth.
Yep.
That's just like a light skinned person calling themselves black. You know what I mean? You don't know what crayons look like. You failed the crayon classroom. You know, like
Exactly. They don't get it. Like my brother, he half Mexican, right? So I had made a Snapchat about Morano, the color. And he was like, I said, it's black. What people like to call black. He said, no, it's not black. He said, it's like brown or dark brown. I said, what the hell color am I? And he just laughed because that's something that they do. They're programmed to do that. Say that's brown. Not me no black poppy. Me no black. They be tripping.
You know the word more? That word more is not even what they call themselves. But they took on the narrative of what the enemy gave them to try to cover up all their tracks. You know what? The Moors never even lost a fucking war. They left. They left Spain. They gave them women and they just took off. These guys are fucking warriors. You mean to tell me that they lost? Nah.
man. You're welcome. Little
Yeah.
one woke up. Boy, kids be nap. Boy, they naps be quick.
You know,
And if
She
you
said, I'm up. It's Saturday, Dad.
About it,
I'm
no,
up.
for real. But think about it, for real. These guys took down fucking Horites and fucking they were ripping up tree stumps and shit. These guys took them down. You mean to tell me that they're gonna lose? These guys took down Rome, and they're gonna lose? Nah, they bribed them. They bribed them, and then they left.
it's it's pretty deep. You know, I was doing some research on Switzerland, and I was listening to someone talking about the pharaohs of the time and how they never left, but they disguised themselves and moved to a different place. And somebody was saying that a lot of those people that were part of that lineage are over there in Switzerland right now. Now, I don't know if that's a fact, but I think it needs to be investigated.
for your other parents, that's you found them.
Yeah, it's a lot of little places like you just said, Switzerland. It's a lot of little places like that. Hey, you start doing the research, you find out your family from there, and you own half the country.
Yeah.
Man, you'd be surprised. This that's makes sense of why they want to hide your identity, especially the fact that two, when they try to tell us that we mix, and it was funny how I broke it down. Like, native TikTok was mad when I brought that Irish shit out there. You guys would be everything. Y'all just said we got European. What's wrong with this? It's not part of the European country, you know? Oh, so now we just pure Africans. We can't be mixed. You guys the only ones that's mixed. And it was funny because it was only mixed natives that was telling me I'm not mixed. And I'm sitting here like, bro, your shit literally says a Japan flag on it. But all of them are in on it. All of them know who we really are. They are indoctrinated to be COINTELPRO. Like that's all that come out their mouth is COINTELPRO shit. That's all they do. No information, but
That
they'll say
Mexican
you wrong
flag,
all
that
this.
Italian flag got the same colors.
But that
That
damn
Mexican
Mexican,
flag and that Italian flag, same
yeah,
colors.
same thing. Only thing different is the ego in the middle.
Hmm.
Only thing that's
Okay.
different.
The same people that are pushing the narrative that they want everybody to believe in have the audacity to tell you that the world is overpopulated. That kind of stuff is just ridiculous to me. I live in California, and my travel from here to Vegas alone shows me that the land is wide open and there's space all over the place. But if you put a sheep in a
Facts.
pen,
Big ass empty deserts.
yeah, if you put a sheep in a pen long enough and you keep him there long enough, he won't see outside of the pen. All he gonna see is what he been inside of all that time. So you gotta free your mind so that you know that there's more inside of you to realize that it goes a lot further than what you think.
Stop, I say so. I see you down there, Joe. What's happening?
I don't know what I'm doing. Trying to show this video. I mean, this definition.
Yeah, but I got I done screenshotted out all these world maps and world
Can
fair
y'all
maps.
see that?
Big ass map on them because every state had one. That's the crazy thing. Every state had one, and the
Can
major
y'all see that like
cities
that?
was the biggest
Tartar?
one.
Y'all can see the definition for Tartarian.
Did you put
Is
it
it?
in the comment?
Is your camera on?
Yeah, I'm showing it from my camera. From a
Nothing.
y'all can't see that?
Nope.
Damn.
No, but I
Oh,
know it's Russia. The what you call it, empire.
yeah, I don't know what I'm doing, then. I'm trying to show it. It's tripping.
Okay,
Okay,
we
what
got
about
it.
now?
Yeah, we see it. It's kind of hard to see it, on the screen though.
Ah, yeah, I don't. Yeah, I'm not good with these phones, man. Like, obviously, y'all can tell. I'm not good with it, man. Some people
It's
can
all
just
good.
know how
We
to
all
do
go
it.
dig and research it though.
Yeah, and the Bible is a real book. Like how Jesus says, "As it was in the beginning, so shall it be at the end." In the beginning of time after the flood, that guy Nimrod was jealous of some guy that was over in Ararat. We all know that Ararat was Russia today. So they had some big war, and then Nimrod won and conquered the whole world. They had one language. So that's what occurred back then with Ararat or Tartaria. So as it was, so it's gonna happen now. The Russians gonna rise up. They're gonna bomb and all this shit, all this crazy shit is gonna happen.
Mm-hmm. And in the midst of all that, they're gonna try and do Project Bluebeam. It's gonna be a lot of crazy shit going on for real
The
soon.
thing is, it's like we think that we're moving toward the future. We're really going toward the past. Like, we're going backwards in time. We're not moving forward.
That's what I mentioned earlier. They got us living like this, try to up to date yourself all over again. Like they gonna end up bombing
Exactly.
themselves back into a stone age. And we'll
Okay.
have to learn this shit all over again.
That's
Okay.
the
That,
They
real.
have
yeah.
the technology to where everything can be free. Everybody knows it. Like they don't have to use water as fuel. They have an unlimited supply of power if they want to run a car off electricity. The car,
That's
like
the
why
real.
can't the car just charge itself up during driving? You know what I'm saying? Why I got to charge at a station? That's stupid. They know that too.
Right.
That's the real meaning of the reset. The reset is to make people go back,
Go
so that
back,
they
right?
have to, so that they will have to rely on them for everything that they get. That's the whole point of the control and the social fragmentation. They destroy all the knowledge of the things that'll help you grow, so that you have to grow along with them. They'll teach you what to do. They'll teach you how to make your food, how to grow your food, and how to do this and how to do that. It's all about control and keeping you behind them.
Mhm. Yeah, that's true. We are about to go back in time. A lot of folks don't understand it. Um, hopefully they'll
The,
hopefully they'll grasp it.
just like bro just said, like he said, they're gonna blow us back into the Stone Age. That mean it already happened before.
Hmm.
You see what I'm saying? all
Yeah,
all the
all these
technology that we have
deluges that
today,
they
we
talk
already
about.
had.
Yeah,
Yeah, when they talk about all just there was a lot of them going on. All these ancient civilizations just getting destroyed. Reset.
Cause just like bro, I don't know. I think all y'all was talking about the World Fair, right? They had technology that we don't even use today. Like, they had fucking, pardon my language, they had sidewalks that pretty much were like conveyor belts. You could just stand on the sidewalk and it'll get you to whatever destination that you wanted to get to. You know what I'm saying? And versus you having to walk the sidewalk, it'll literally carry you on along the way. We don't even use that today.
Unless you go into an airport.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, they just started that recently, like within the, a certain amount of years. It ain't been like that though. They was using
You
that
got
just
to
for
talk about those
convenience on the street.
walkolators. They got them in our airports, but they don't
Yeah.
use them. It's like in another section of the airport, and they don't use them no more. Where it takes you to where you
Mhm.
need to go walking.
And that was in
That's
like
that.
1875, bro. Like 1875?
right.
And the crazy thing that's gonna blow everybody's mind is all that was ours too. We built that shit.
Facts. That was our ancestors, man. So, of course, they definitely hiding the way. This is my thing. Why would our ancestors? Obviously, they don't. I'm not even gonna get into that. I'm not even gonna say that. I'm not gonna get into that. I'm gonna let that go.
I already know, man. It be like that sometimes.
Yeah, I ain't gonna say nothing. My
Right.
fault.
There's been a war going on for a long, 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 long time. A war of division. Yeah.
Honestly, I mean the way things are going, the way America set up, I'm not with 90% of this crap that's going on here. You know what I'm saying? I'm not with none of that. Really, like all this weirdo shit. I'm not with it. And people just accepting it. Like black people, we're so accepting and so engaging into other people politics. We don't even focus on our own. That be the problem with me. It's just like we try to include everybody into our politics, and they ain't even with us. They ain't even trying to like join forces with us at all. Even though I don't consider myself black, but we know like that's the norm to call ourselves. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. And this will leads me to this funny ass meme I seen today scrolling on the social engineering sites. It shit said me literally every single day trying to figure out how the fuck people still falling for it. And boy, I'm telling you, I be sitting here. Some a lot of this stuff just be like out in the open. It ain't even hid no more. You be like, y'all don't see that shit. Shit, all right,
Take the horse to the water, but you can't make him drink.
man. It ain't. At first it used to be like that, but now the horses ain't even trying to move to no water. They just they ain't grazing on no grass or nothing no more. They eating dirt at this point.
Hey, hey, I saw this video. This dude was standing behind a camel or something, and the camel was taking a piss, and this dude was taking a shower in the doggone camel piss. That's what people doing now. They taking showers in camel piss.
Another thing about history, dude, like we got to understand this also. We just try to put ourselves in like one division, whether we got Moors, we got Hebrews, we got whatever you want to call yourself, African American, black, whatever little title you want to give yourself. We got to understand, like we're not just one kind of people. We are everything. You know what I'm saying? We have been all of those things and more. We're not just Egyptians or da 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 da. We everything. Like we our bloodlines have made a stamp across the world, man. We are everywhere. We are everybody. We created civilization everywhere. Only way you can create civilization is if you have literally traveled the seas and put it everywhere, bro. Like that's how it actually happened. This is not my own interpretation. This is through research. This is like through, you know what I'm saying? We got to understand like aboriginals. Every time you see an aboriginal people, what they be? They be dark skinned, dark complected people. Every
That's
time.
facts.
It don't matter where you go.
Where afros at that?
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? With woolly hair. Someone have coarse hair, but that, you know what I'm saying? We got to understand this also. We have all kind of eye colors also. We have
Ah,
different
yeah,
kind of hair textures. You know what I'm saying? My
yeah.
hair is not as nappy as the next man's hair. You see what I'm saying? I'm just gonna be honest.
Just like I told people in the last live, like me and my blood sister, same mama, same daddy. I got woolly afro. Her shit's like naturally straight. Like you'll think she permed it, but that's how her hair always been. And we got the same parents.
And it
So,
makes sense though. It makes sense. If how could you be original if everything, you know what I'm saying? If
and
you
then my
only have
auntie
a
got
certain type of
yeah,
thing.
And then my auntie got green eyes. My daddy got bluish brown eyes and shit. And I got a cousin named Jimmy. All of the same family tree. Our cousin Jimmy is about as pale as paper, but he's not an albino because he still have like I forgot what the doctors call it. Like he's not albino. He's just like very fucking light skinned. And both his parents is my complexion. He got gray eyes that change with the seasons and shit. And he gets mad if you call him a white boy. Like, and he's not even an albino. And I was like, shit, how y'all explain that?
Right.
You
I wanted to do an experiment. I still want to do it to this very day. I wanted to have two albino people make a baby and see what it looked like. You know what I'm saying? Like real talk. Just that's just my personal experiment. I know it's a little, I just want to see what happens.
Hey, it's crazy you said that because, hey, scientists love experiments. Scientists have already experimented with that.
I'm
The
pretty sure they
baby,
have.
the baby,
You
depending on
seen
what
it?
culture, like if the albinos part, like if it became like an albino from our lineage, the two babies will come out dark like us, but the next child will be an albino, and it'll skip a little generation, and then with the Asians will come out still blonde moon because there's albino Asians, and I showed people what they look like. They was like, bro, they don't look no different than the regular Asians. The only difference is they got blonde hair. That's the only difference.
Mm.
I was like, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's I definitely got to do I can't do my own personal experiment. I'm not a scientist. I'm not, like holding studies or anything, but I definitely want to see that firsthand. How that come out. Reason being that was just to either confirm or debunk the fact that originally white people come from black people. I just want to see if that would be the case. If you can have
Hmm.
two albino people and they come out to resemble more so the white person versus what I'm saying, the black person. I want to see that. And if you got to, they're gonna take years of studies though. They're gonna be probably like a 50-year study. It ain't gonna be just like oh, you only just using two people. No, you're gonna
If you
use.
get two albinos to have a baby, more than likely it's going to come out with albinism. Now, if she has a guy who doesn't have albinism, then the child will have the trait, but can still possibly come out with albinism.
Nah, see, that's what I'm
It's
saying.
a
They
girl
got
on
to be
TikTok
definitely two albinos. It
with
got to be
her
two,
kids on there showing it.
and so on and so
Everybody,
forth. Though
Her
they got to keep going, like
albino.
through their generations and so forth. They got to keep going just to make the study complete.
y'all
It got to be
missing,
up at least to 50 years.
y'all missing the animal DNA.
Yeah, the Neanderthal.
You, you gotta, you gotta include it. You know what I'm saying?
Got to put them in the cave and shit.
So, because they needed something to lock the recessive in so that it'll always be producing. So, if two albinos are already like every other generation will make one, then we need something that fill in that middle. So we're gonna throw a little, RH in there, little humanoid,
Yeah, got to do a little genetic modifications. Just
sprinkle a
slightly.
little cat in there. That's why they like cats so what?
Yeah, they love dogs also. Like
Man, look,
they'll die for their dog.
they'll jump in a river for their dog and walk
Man,
over a homeless man.
I was just on Instagram earlier today, seeing all of these people, all these atheist people talking about, talking all kind of reckless stuff, and the only thing that popped up in my mind is y'all just want to go have sex with sheeps and animals and stuff. So get out of here.
Oh man.
Man, look, I'm trying to tell you, pretty. Hey, bestiality is man, that's higher than what people think it is amongst the communities over there, man.
Hell yeah, man. It's states all over the United States that don't outlaw that
Legal.
bullshit. You look
Nope,
it up,
it's
they
legal.
do not outlaw that shit. It's still going on.
And the funny thing is I'm sitting here watching brothers and sisters date some of these people who might got a bestiality fetish on the low. You don't know them people like that. You feel me? You don't know them folk like that.
Nah, real talk though. Like it
Yeah,
really
on my
going
old
down.
profile, they used to show the proof. That's why they took it down. I
Yeah.
was really offensive, showing what they do. They don't like that. How they let the
No.
dogs, sniff on them in certain places they don't belong. I'm showing it all. The dog threw up a toy. Yeah, it was her toy, and it was peanut butter color. So I was like, yeah, I see what you're doing.
Ooh. Damn. Damn. Ooh. Yeah.
It's like the albino pope with a dark skinned son in Africa and trans on. Oh,
But
that's
yeah, I'm gonna
crazy.
drop down there because make this kid something to eat.
Yeah, I feel it.
Yeah, this little hungry little kids. I'm gonna holler at y'all. I
Yeah,
love y'all.
I love you too, man. Y'all be easy.
For sure.
All right, bro.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, add me. Everybody add me.
Hey, we got you, dog. And just know everybody that was on the live, y'all always welcome anytime to join. Do this.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
All right, bro.
I'm about to get
Y'all
ready to
boys.
hop off myself. She woke up. It's time to give her the daddy and father attention. So that's why she's on me
Hey,
like this. So I'm gonna holler
it
at y'all. I'm gonna
done.
jump back on a little bit later on tonight after I drop her off. But y'all
It
be
done.
easy,
All
vibrate
right.
high,
I'm
and
gonna check
signs
out
are
this
always for
thing.
the conscious mind.
For sure, for sure. Y'all be cool, man.